Hi dears, welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. It's me, Anna, with you here. Happy Monday everyone. I hope you're having a light first day of a new week, and we are here in our common areas in our beautiful garden inside of our house, just to let you know the latest news and the situation update from our country. So as you know that on Saturday, Sunday for weekend they don't really give us numbers up until today, like 7 p.m. more or less. So I can only let you know the last numbers that we knew, which they gave us on Sunday for Saturday's day. And the number of cases was 24,753, which is a good number, taking into consideration that before we had like 26, 27, 28, 30, 40,000. So 24, it's quite good. And the index on Sunday, so for Saturday's date, dropped by 9 points up until 687 per every 100,000 people living here. So this data basically is amazing because it shows that the situation is getting stable, that everything slowly is getting back to normal. But we'll see more or less tomorrow and the day after how things will go. Maybe cases will start growing once again, hopefully not, fingers crossed. But we all think that it's gonna get better from now on. Also wanted to say that a lot of people say that why you need to vaccinate, this is like such a dumb thing, you should not believe in these things. Like a lot of people that are in hospitals in the ICU are vaccinated. So I took the official statistics, because all these people, I mean, everyone can have their own opinion. I totally respect people that want to vaccinate, but I also respect people who don't, because it's their own life, so they live their life as they want to. But I don't want people to lie without knowing the official statistics. So by the official statistics, how many people that are in the hospital with this virus are vaccinated with 1 or with 2 doses, and the percentage of people that are not vaccinated at all. So 83.4% right now, 83.4, okay? That's more than 80%, are people who are not vaccinated with like any single doses, nothing at all. Those 80%, more than 80, are not vaccinated. So the vast majority of people did not have any kind of vaccine, which says a lot of things already. 5.5%, so 5.5, had both doses, which is only 5.5, okay, from all of them. And 11.1% have 1 doses, which is logical to see these numbers, because as you all know, the numbers of people that are it makes a difference if you had 1 or both doses, because if you had 1, your immune system is still not strong. You need the second one to complete all the process. This is why with the second one it's only 5%, and with only 1 it's 11, slightly higher, but it's because they do not protect you as well. Like your immune system is not ready as if it would be with both doses. So this is the official statistics here in Spain. 83.4% are not vaccinated. So those who say that people who are in the hospitals, a lot of them are vaccinated, you should check the statistics, well, there you go. That's official statistics from the Ministry of Health of Spain. If someone wants, they can go to Ministry of Health website and check it by themselves, and they'll see that this statistics is a true statistics from there. Changing the topic, want to say that finally there are some restrictions that have been removed. For example, you know that it was forbidden to travel from countries like South Africa, like Brazil, Colombia, Argentina, Bolivia, Namibia, and a few other like African countries, apart from these ones, from South America ones. And right now it's not forbidden anymore to travel from Brazil and South Africa. However, these countries that I've said, Brazil, South Africa, Colombia, Argentina, Bolivia, Namibia, and some few other African countries, you need to maintain the obligatory quarantine of 10 days if you decide to arrive to Spain from these countries. I know some people who are watching me, they come from India. only like a few, but I do have subscribers that come from there, and they've reached me out periodically. They were asking what's going on with India, if I can travel, if not, what can I do. India had obligatory quarantine of 10 days by arrival, but it ended up on 24th of July. So right now, the people who are coming from India, it's still considered very high risk, okay? But it does not mean that you need to stay in quarantine. There is no official law right now that will state that you need to stay in quarantine starting from that date, from 24th of July. So you can travel if you have all the necessary documents, if you've been fully vaccinated with the vaccines that are considered secure here in the European Union and in the World Health Organization. So you can do that if you want to. So no quarantine will be necessary so far. Okay, these are basically all the restrictions in terms of all the new restrictions and what's happening. Nothing really changed from next week, from last time we did the news update. Everything remains the same. We do have some regions that want to, for example, close bars and restaurants slightly earlier, but nothing major is happening right now, which is just amazing news. Like a lot of politics, a lot of people in the government and in general locals who live here, you know, in Spain, they basically say that the government has finally realized that all the things that they've been doing, not that they were wrong, they could have seemed right, let's say it like that, they could have seemed right at the beginning of pandemics, because no one knew what will happen. Well, maybe they did, we'll never know it, but like us normal people will never knew that all this situation will last for such a long time. And probably it seemed kind of a correct decision for that moment. Which does not seem like this now, because we see all the destruction that we have in the economics of country. We have massive destruction of workplaces, of employment. So we kind of think that we should have done things differently from the very beginning, but it's too late now. We need to look to the future, and the future is not looking as gray as it might seem. We see that a lot of people are returning to their jobs, to their workplaces. Not many people are left on the ERTE, which is like when your contract is paralyzed and the Social Security pays your wage, like your salary, 70% of it. And yeah, everything seems getting back to normal. A lot of people say also that Benidorm is empty. That's just, for me, it's just ridiculous to say it like this, because I'm there like literally every single day of my life to film something for you guys, just to go somewhere, like other things that I do apart from working on YouTube, to buy something, I don't know, just to have a walk, go to the beach. And I see how full it is. Like I cannot believe that by seeing one single street. By the way, the last video was on Saturday when I published a video about the British Square, the British street that was almost done on reforming, and it kind of looks nice. I mean, they need to get the specific style of that street, and this is why they've chosen these type of colors. You know, I know that it could have been more beautiful, as the same as the Mediterranean Avenue, the end of it, how they did it, but this is like the bars and pubs and nightclubs street. It has to be colorful. So apart from that, people just said that like, oh, there is no one, it's like empty, Benidorm is empty. No, it's not empty, it's full. Oh my god, like just look at other vloggers, look at my videos when I go towards the sea, like when I film at the beach, I don't know, when we just walk around, like it's crazy how crowded some of the streets are. You can barely find place in the Levante beach just to sit down, you know, by the seashore. All the bars and restaurants are crowded. Like even here in Albir, we go out in the evening and all the terraces are full. You cannot just find a single table. Like it's just truly crazy what's happening. And there's a lot of people coming. It might be not like from Russian-speaking countries, because they have some severe restrictions. They cannot travel with the vaccine that they have, and they're not in, like for example, Russia is not in a green list so far for traveling. So it's kind of difficult. But people from England, all national tourists are here. Like, it's truly very, very busy here. And hotels right now are more than 50-60%. A lot of them are like by 90%, like Rio Park, for example. It was truly crowded in the last video. Who did not see this video but want to see it, Rio Park, you can have it right here. I'm going to put you here on the screen. And it's actually very, very busy, which is a good thing. Like, I get why people, by seeing just one street, they think that all Benidorm is like this, but it's truly not like that. And you can see it in some of my videos that things are very, very busy here. And the economy of our region is starting to revive, is starting to get better slowly. Of course, yes, it's a very slow process, don't get me wrong. It's going to be years and years, well, up until we will recover, and we don't know if we will recover fully or not from all this that happened. But yeah, this is the situation. A lot of people are coming to our area. Tourists, by the way, national tourists, for example, they say that right now it's the second exit of summer, which is the beginning of August, which is when the vast majority of families are going for holidays, like national tourism. And what they say is almost 2.5 million of people will be coming towards the Valencian region. So it's not going to be empty. It's going to be full. It's going to be full, the fullest ever since like 2 years already. It's going to be as full as it was before all this thing started worldwide. And also they said that 40% of all these like 2.5 million people will hit Alicante region, which means that basically they're going to be going where? Alicante and Benidorm. Yes. And our lovely sunny Benidorm. So there is a lot of work right now in terms of bars and restaurants, but I must say that people don't want to work there because the wage and salary and all the conditions are just truly crazy in a bad term, like saying that they are just so basic that you cannot believe that people even offer those things. Like, I've checked today in the newspaper, they actually said that they've taken the screenshot of one of the tweets in Twitter. I don't have Twitter, so I cannot use it to read it, like, but I've seen the capture. And they said that I'm looking for a waiter for my restaurant, and these are the conditions. And they basically say half term, 12 hours. And the person is saying like, what? Okay, 12 hours a week. No, 12 hours a day, half term, half shift. Like, where the hell in the world would you see a shift of 12 hours as a like a part-time, half-time shift? Where? I don't know, maybe it exists somewhere, let me know. But like, normally it's 8 hours a day, it's a full shift. 4 hours a day, it's a half shift. Okay, so it's 20 hours a week, but here it's 12 hours a day. And they offer, best thing, they offer 500 euros for this. And you need to have your own vehicle to come. You need to be autonomo, which means that they don't pay your social security. They're not going to pay it. You have to pay it. So like, these basic things are too basic. Like, how can you think that anyone would go to this type of work? Of course, there are people that are having a very hard time right now, which is true. I must say that as well. And these people, they don't really have another like way of escape. You know, they need to take at least something to be able to give food, to bring food to their table for their family. So I get that some people, if they have this type of condition, you know, that they desperately need a job, they might take it, yes. But this is not fair, because these people, these owners of bars, of businesses, they just basically, they see what's going on and they just take people and give people the basic things, knowing that a lot of them will take it due to the situation, which is not fair, I must say. But sadly, this is how the world works, not only here but in a lot of other countries, and this is what it is right now. But it's still, the good thing is that people are going back to their jobs. Businesses are slowly opening out. A lot of the bars, especially not in the British street, okay, but like in the old town of Benidorm by the beachfront, all of them are open. There are a lot of people there, so they are slowly getting back to normal. People are slowly getting back to shopping once they recover their job, and once they like get on the same economic like track, the one they were before, like a good economic situation, or at least better than it was these previous like months. They start shopping again. There are a lot of discounts here in Benidorm as well, so it's quite good for our region. It's quite good for economy situation, but we still have a long way to go. And this being said, this is basically what's happening. This is the situation. This is the economic situation here in the region, and as well how people feel, what people do. People are still spending money, the minimum amount of money they have, but they're still spending it. So everything is slowly getting back to normal. And we expect a lot of tourists coming down right now, these like upcoming days. So it's gonna get quite busy here. And what about the weather for the next few days? Well, first of all, I want to say that August did not start very well. I don't know what's happening this year, but you all know that like in Turkey, in Greece, in here in Spain, even we have a lot of fires. We have a lot of like, in general in the world, there's a lot of like strange things happening this year. Did not start very well, but August is not helping either. Usually in August here we have very high temperatures, like in general in all Spain, and they hit like 45 maybe degrees in the south parts, up until 40 here in our region, 35, 36 in north. But right now it's not the case. August started with some rain, and in some points of Spain even heavy rain, which was even yesterday. Today it's a lot better. As you can see on the map, there will be some slight rain on the north part. There's going to be quite a lot of clouds. They are here today, but they are down the mountain area, so they're not actually affecting us here by the beach. But it might change because 6 of the regions here in Spain will have the yellow alert due to some storm and heavy rain. Between those, there are Catalonia, Valencian region, and Murcia, and some north parts as well, of course. And tomorrow and the other day, the day after, and the day after, we'll continue with some rain in the north parts, and sometimes it's gonna get down towards the center and Mediterranean area, and sometimes not. Sometimes it's just gonna stay on the north part. So August is not as we used to see it. In temperatures, it's also the same thing. They're more normal towards like June. This would be like the typical June, like a normal June here in Spain, with these kind of temperatures, but not the August, truly not. Right now in the north parts, we have between 20 and 26 degrees, which, taking into consideration that it's Spain, it's not a lot, especially for August. In the center, we'll have 23, 30. In the south part, 24, 32. As you can see, these temperatures are very mild, very soft for the south part. And Mediterranean area, approximately the same thing, 26 to 31. In Alicante, there's going to be 29 degrees, in slightly less than it was. In Barcelona, 27, Granada, 32, Malaga and Marbella, 27. In Sevilla, 34, Madrid, 29, which is where Madrid used to have like 34, 35 degrees, even more, but now it's just 29. Murcia, 31, Balearic Islands, almost 30, Canarian Islands between 24 and 29, depending on the area on the island, and Valencia just 27. But tomorrow and the day after, the curious thing about this is, while it's going to be raining in the north part, here on the south part, temperatures will start increasing quite a lot. And for example, in Andalusia, which is South Spain, we're going to hit 41, 42 degrees in some areas, and Mediterranean area will hit 37, 38. So today is more or less like the last day before the new heat wave hits the south part of Spain. So if you're coming these upcoming days, don't forget to hydrate yourself very well, drink a lot of water, use some skin protection because it's very important. Right now the sun is very aggressive, especially in August. Use some sun hats, some protection for your head just in case, and don't go out on the hottest hours of the day, which is basically midday from 12 until 4. These were all the news for today, my dears. I hope you enjoyed watching them. If you did, don't forget to put a like and subscribe to the channel. I wish you a lovely day of today, and see you of course tomorrow with a new interesting video from our lovely sunny Benidorm region. Bye everyone.